Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to introduce our CEO, David Novak, today. If you are with Annuities Genius already, you probably know this man and are familiar with his passion, enthusiasm, and excitement for all things annuities and Annuities Genius. And I'm so glad that we get to share his story with you today, and hopefully a couple little tricks to learn how to use the Annuities Genius platform to your biggest benefit. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. David, are you ready?
Always.
All right, here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I know you had nothing else to do today. That's why you're all here. Guys are asking me to share my story and really tell you how we got to this point and to this unbelievable, amazing product called Annuities Genius. I'll be trying to be brief, but right to the point. I came to this country, I was about 17 years old. My first business was a fashion company. I started a fashion company back in Brooklyn, New York when I was 19 years old. It was really excited. We got to 120 operators sewing on the floor. It was an extremely profitable business. But it just was not mine, so I didn't stay there for a long time. It was about 5 years. I sold my share. I was always fascinated with Wall Street, so I passed my Series 7 and become a stockbroker. And while I became a stockbroker, I was really enjoying what I was doing. I am into the markets. A lot of you know that I still trade for a living. I trade millions and millions of shares on an everyday basis in my own accounts. But I was always fascinated with learning more and more, and became really good at it. And after stock brokerage was kind of over and everything was going digital, I found another company. We started teaching people how to trade. I did public speaking events all over the world. I don't know how many, probably over 1,500 of them in Dubai, London, Singapore, India, you name it, I've been there. It was extremely successful. I had a lot of fun doing that. And then after I sold my share in that company, I was always looking for what to do next. And I overheard in one webinar what annuities. I'm like, annuities? What's annuities? It took me like a year just to learn how to spell word annuities. Anyway, I started researching. I passed my life insurance license in the state of California one more time. And in less than 2 years, my personal production went from 0 to over $10 million. Everything in virtual, absolutely virtual, selling annuities virtually online from 0 to 10 million for less than 2 years. It was a lot of pain in the beginning. How I got there is I built my own website, annuityeducator.com, and we started generating leads. I spent over $500,000 testing and testing different things and see what works, what doesn't work in annuity space. And finally, we got the formula down, and we went and did about $25 million in 2.5 years of annuity production by myself, working an hour a day in the middle while I was building Annuities Genius. And that's kind of how Annuities Genius started. A lot of different customers started telling me, David, now we made all this money, what do we do next? And I was searching, and that's how we come up with annuities, and the process really started. And I would like to share some things with you today, how you can be more transparent and how you can really help your consumer the right way. So before Annuities Genius, okay, and I'm sure you will agree with me, we had to call all these different companies, all these different carriers, and get all these illustrations for us. It's just a tiring process. It was very tiring, so I would like to ask you a question. Are you tired of calling FMOs every time you need the illustration? Are you tired of calling insurance carriers every time you need to find out which company has the most suitable annuity for your customer? Are you tired of receiving a different attachments to your inbox? And by the time you get there, and you put it together, the presentation is very unprofessional. Just a lot of paperwork everywhere. Are you wasting your time basically? Are you tired of presenting just one annuity and not being transparent, losing sale to someone who use Annuities Genius and have access to almost every annuity on the planet Earth? That's how I started losing money. So when I was doing this annuity sales online, and I saw that I really started losing sales to people like you that have access to more multiple products, that have different strategies in place. And that's how Annuities Genius really come alive, because I was just sick of tired of wasting money on leads, and my closing ratio was not that phenomenal. Because if somebody is a much better salesman or more slicky or whatever they say or use, they kind of take the sale away from you. And a lot of them, were not really transparent. They just create stories. So what we did is we just go ahead and built the Genius platform. So now I can see this as life before the Genius, as life after the Genius. So with the Genius, you don't have to call anybody anymore. You don't have to waste time. You don't have to get frustrated. All you do is you log into this beautiful platform, and right from the first screen, you have an ability to qualify the person and go to the questionnaire. By the way, the questionnaire and all this best interest, I think it's a godsend to annuity specialists, because it's making your life even easier. After you qualify the person through the Annuities Genius questionnaire, you know exactly what he wants to accomplish. You know exactly where he wants to go in life, what he really needs. And then you have an ability right there, while sharing the screen with him, to go to the tool and get him to exactly where he needs to be and where he wants to find for his life. Because let's don't forget, these people, they work all their lives to save this 300,000, 500,000 in their IRA accounts. And when you come in and you are totally different, totally outside the box, and you really not a salesman anymore, you become an annuity educator. You really educate them on how to get the best for themselves, and give them ability to participate in the decision-making process. Let them participate in the decision-making process, and that's how you really make a sale, by building trust instantly with every customer in front of you, by not telling your customer, by showing your customer. And that's what Annuities Genius does brilliantly. You probably think David have a formula, this unbelievable $1 billion formula, how he got a $25 million production in 2 years. Well, guess what? That formula is very simple, and I'm gonna share it with you in the next 60 seconds, okay? So the first one is you qualify the prospect, you go through the questionnaire inside the Genius platform. Then after you know what he needs are, or her or the family needs are, you simply go, let's say the customer, you guys figure out that hypothetically he's gonna have $2,500 of Social Security, and he needs to close his gap in his life, and he needs about $6,000 cash flow for the rest of his life. So after you figure this out, all you simply do, you go to the Annuities Genius calculator, you punch the state, you punch when the income start date, and you share it with him either through Zoom or soon, hopefully, when we're back to normal, you're going to be able to simply sit down with the customer next to you and really share with him. But for now, you can just do it through Zoom screen share, exactly the way me and you do it right now. After you ask him questions and you determine what he wants to accomplish, you just go to that tool and you simply show him and educate him, right? Let's say he's 60 years old, income starts in 5 years, and in the state of California, and all these beautiful products will show up in front of him, and then you educate him. You tell him, look, you see first 3-4 products, obviously they are B++, something of that matter rating of the companies. The lower the rating, the higher the payouts will be. So basically you become a real educator. You tell him the truth and you show him the genius. It's not a secret, guys. It's no secret sauce. It's no special positioning. It's just being transparent and educating the consumer on his hard-earned money that he was working or she was working for all their life to save this money. And that's going to relate to the people, and they're going to build trust instantly with you. And now you don't have to go to the appointment and present them one piece of paper. And that one piece of paper is going to be an annuity that you want to push or sell to them, because people feel, how come, he's telling me about this annuity only? It's not annuities involved. Like, how I know this, how I personally figure this out. If let's say you're an internet lead, right? I'm talking to you a second time in my life. I don't really know who you are. I never did business with you. I never played golf with you. I never did anything. I know nothing about you. All I know is your name and your 3-page website, 3 slides, and then now you're giving me this annuity. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. It's 2020 outside, and technology is a big deal these days, and it's only going to get more and more of a big deal, especially in the last 6 months with the COVID and everything going on. You can see how you transform your life. Well, guess what? The prospects and the future sales that you're going to make, all those people, they also transform their life. They're more online. They trust online more. But you still have to be their friend, and you still have to tell them the truth and show it to them. I cannot express how important it is to show it to them, not to tell it to them. And Annuities Genius is so powerful as it is. All you really need to do is 3 things. Number 1, I would like you to learn how to use the Genius. It's not that hard. We're doing seminars and webinars and educational things almost every day now. And definitely once a week on every Tuesday, we're doing webinars with different speakers and different ideas. Please join them. Please find time to join those and learn how to use the Genius. It's very important. Confidence is the key. If the consumer will see that you're very confident when you present your story and you include Annuities Genius in your presentation, Annuities Genius will do all the job for you. I promise. It will sell for you. All you have to do is hold their hand and become an educator and guide them and show them the truth. That's number 1. Number 2, I want you to ask a lot of questions. When you sit down with a customer through Zoom or through other sources you use, just qualify them right. Just really get to them. Make sure they really see that you care about them. It's very important that you really see that you care about them, and that will build trust instantly. And then the third part, you have to use Annuities Genius as a point of sale presentation tool in your presentation. It has to be a piece of your presentation. When you get to the point that you already qualified, you know what they need in life, you have a questionnaire done, suitability, you went through it, right? And you feel it's suitable for them, then make sure you share the screen and you go through an Annuities Genius very confidently through wherever they need to accomplish. So let's say they think that election year and it doesn't matter who's going to win, and they think the stock market will have another correction because we never had a real correction for a long time, and they want to preserve their capital. So maybe growth is good for them. So make sure you know, okay, where should I go? You automatically probably start with Annuity Genius analyzer tool. You look into the analyzer, you show them how indexes work, you guide them, you show them all these different pages. They're going to be very impressed that you did your homework, that you really care about them, and you're sharing with them exactly the statistics, what the indexes did before, which is not necessarily what it's going to do again. Basically, you just talk to them like I'm talking to you. Just be a human and just share love with them and share that you care. In the next 10 years, I personally believe it's going to be a lot of business come to us. Annuity sales, I believe it's going to go through the roof shortly. I believe in the next 12 months, we're going to see a pickup again in annuity sales. They're not going to be able to hold the rates that low for very, very long time. I believe in that. And, people need to close their gaps. They really need to close the gap between the Social Security and how much they need the cash flow to live for the rest of their life. And annuity is one of the best vehicles to accomplish that. And with Annuities Genius in your back pocket, it's the same thing that you have your own insurance team, period. Annuities Genius is your team, it's your back office, it's your everything. We are going to be developing very shortly leads for you. What's the most important for you? It's two things, right? You want leads and you want an amazing sales system. Annuities Genius is unbelievably amazing annuities sales system. We've been around for a little over 12 months. We have almost a couple of hundred 5-star reviews on Annuities Genius. Please go to our website and read them yourself so you'll understand how other agents use Annuities Genius themselves. I have agents that been doing this for the last 20, 40 years. And I have an agent, I'll give you an example. I have an agent in Carolinas. He's been doing this for the last 30 years. He's averaging about $2.5 million production for the last 30 years. With the help of Annuities Genius, he did $2.5 million in first 60 days. I have another agent. He's a $20 million producer. They already did about $40 million in his office up to a year because of the Annuities Genius. I have another agent that sent us the video, it's online, I posted on the website, I believe, that was driving from the appointment. He was so excited, he could not wait to get to the office. He put the video testimonial together and he got $1.6 million sale closed just because of Annuities Genius. And stories like this coming in every morning, guys. Don't take my word for it, see it for yourself. All I ask you to do is use Annuities Genius just with one sale. Just learn how to use the Genius and just learn and just use it for one sale. All I need you to do is do one sale with the help of Annuities Genius, and you'll understand how powerful this is and how powerful it will be for your future. We're not here to change the way you do things. We're here to change the way you see things. That's all it is. We're just going to enhance the way you do business. We're not here the way you change how you sell annuities and your processes. All I'm asking you is give Annuities Genius a shot and just do one presentation with the Genius and it will blow your mind. I promise. Success is a choice. And if you're looking to be successful, we are here to help you and guide you and get you there. We're also working on a lead system that we're going to be rolling out soon. I don't have a date yet. I know thousands of you are asking you, when did the lead system go? And when did the lead system go? Going to be there? It's going to be there very, very shortly, I promise. Meanwhile, I want you to remember one thing. You're in an amazing business. Amazing business. You have an ability to make a fortune. You have an ability to make a great living in this business by simply helping people. All I'm asking you is to be transparent and have the best interest of the consumer involved. And that's what Annuities Genius will help you. It's going to save you time. It's going to help you be transparent instantly. It's going to record keep all your files for the Reg BI and all the other laws that are coming out. We also have a recording that you can record record keeping. It's so cool. I cannot talk enough about it. We are developing more tools for you right now. As we speak, we already have about 14, 15 different tools that's going to help you succeed. We're building more tools. If you are just an insurance agent, Annuities Genius will change your life. If you are broker dealer or RIA, it can help you tremendously with all the laws and everything like I mentioned before. Plus, we're building a second part of the Genius. If you are RIA, you're going to absolutely love us. Give me another 4 months. It's a little secret. Let's keep a secret, but it's coming out. It's coming out big. It's going to change your life one more time. It's going to be something similar like a Genius, but it's going to be on steroids. Another thing is, every Tuesday now, Dominic, Robbie, and the team, we bring in an unbelievable speakers, people like me and you, people that are extremely successful in the business, and they're going to share their stories, how they use the Genius, how they make money, how they help people. From now on, that's what we like to do, is every Tuesday, like Josh used to do it, a brilliant job, by the way. We're going to be bringing a lot of great people, a lot of great speakers to you, so you can learn, so we can share ideas between each of us and become a better person. A lot of great things are coming with Annuities Genius in the near future, including leads, other platforms, and other great things, maybe even an e-app soon. We are looking at it. So basically, I want to leave you with this. I want you to imagine one thing. If you have to close your eyes, close your eyes. I really want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine that all your mortgages are fully paid off. I want you to imagine that all your car payments are fully paid off. I want you to imagine that all your regular everyday expenses are fully paid off for the rest of your life. How would you feel? I would feel great. Success is the choice. If you're willing to be successful, work hard and smart, please plug in Annuities Genius to be a part of your presentation. And I promise you, I will see you at the top. Stay tuned. We have a lot of great things coming. If you have any questions, please submit them, and we will get back to you shortly. And with that, God bless you. God bless this beautiful country, and stay safe. Thank you so much for coming.